And we are live from Westwood 2021.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Lisa, what you drinking?
I have Fresca and Tito's, but then I also have my little antioxidant stuff in there.
So. Oh, well, that's why the glass all
is pink.
Is weirded up a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought it was some kind of new concoction that we came up with for
I'm
Westwood.
trying to be healthy while I drink my alcohol.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Antioxidants in my vodka.
Vitamins in the vodka. Mm-hmm. It's good stuff.
Vitamins and vodka. We gotta take personal responsibility for our health and well-being.
That's absolutely right.
Speaking of which, there's a link in the description for C60. You guys can get your C60.
Get your purple power.
Your purple power C60. Yeah.
Good stuff, right?
Sure. Yeah. So I got here yesterday. We did not have any. We had lots of fear and FUD and FOMO about flights and get there early and all this chaos. I walked right up through TSA. No one was ahead of me. The girl was waiting for me. She goes, I hate to ask you this, but do you have a mask? I said, yes, it's in my purse. She goes, okay, you'll need it for the plane. It's like, okay, thanks.
Move along.
Went along through, no problem.
No.
Got here, no problem.
Nope.
And then thankfully, the only problem that came up was it was really hard to find a car.
A rental car.
So when we have other friends that are trying to drive here from Chicago and can't find rental cars. So I don't know. Now, not only are we having a lumber shortage, but we're having a rental car shortage.
Rental car shortage. If we have a Tito's shortage, that could be a very serious problem. So stock up on your Tito's while you can, right?
That's right.
We're stocked up here at Westwood.
I'm ready to go for a big weekend.
A big weekend.
We've already been cooking. The fam's been here cooking and having a great time.
Yep. The new griddle, testing that out. Got some burgers and veggie burgers for me because, that's how I roll.
Yeah.
And Lisa, she had a good burger.
I had a good burger. Mushroom.
It was all right. Mushrooms
Swiss
and onions.
And it was delicious.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Got the pavilion built.
That's amazing. That's
pretty awesome.
Like a feat in itself.
I know.
For sure.
I'm pretty happy. Thanks to Mitch, being down here. Mitch has been here for 3 weeks since Memorial Day weekend. And, he's got the crib, built up there. I mean, he's got a lot of stuff done and it's pretty amazing. We have an outdoor shower.
Which I heard had
pretty
a wonderful
sweet.
View. Has a beautiful view.
A beautiful view when you're taking a shower. You can look over the fields. It's a pretty cool deal. So big thanks to Mitch, Cust Carpentry. I'll tell you what, if you need anything built, that's the guy. Yeah. I mean, this shower, I'm like, I don't have any idea how he's going to put this freaking shower together. He says, I built it 4 times in my mind already. We go out there, we start cutting the wood. He puts it all together on the ground. We tip it up and it's level on an unlevel surface. I don't know.
Just by eyeballing.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So if you want your Cust Carpentry outdoor shower, that's what you want to get. We'll hook you up.
Yeah.
Package deal. He'll come build it on site.
At Cust Carpentry on.
Yeah. At Cust Carpentry on Twitter. Cust Carpentry on Twitter.
Yes. Mitchie.
Or you can go to cryptocampfirepodcast.com. He's actually going to do a live.
I was going to say
we're going to do a live campfire this evening out by the fire here live at Westwood. So that'll be fun. And we'll see how everybody's doing by then. Might be a pretty good time. Might be something to watch. So go check that out. It'll be a good time. It's been a good time. We've got some special guests here too. I don't want to call them out, but over here we've got some special people. We got Jean Light Picard and Mrs. Jean Light. They're hanging out here, watching us do this live. So that's pretty cool. Other people are outside, doing their thing.
Paulie P and his friend came.
Paulie P and his friend and Charlie G's outside. And Mitch, he's on a road trip right now. It's a top secret mission. He's got a high valued asset to go get. And he'll be back soon for the live stream this evening.
And there's Charlie G and I. He wore his Team Mighty.
Yeah, there's Charlie G. Look at that. He's got
his Team Mighty shirt today, so I had to get a picture with him. That was fun.
I'm a little upset with myself. I didn't order one.
After you helped me pick out the tie-dye.
I missed the deadline.
Well, we'll do a round 2.
I feel really bad about it, So.
Why don't we'll do another batch towards the end of the year as like a end of the year fundraiser.
I know. I'm just like I kicked myself because I didn't order one. I meant to do it, had it on the list to do, and I didn't do it. So other than that, is the world changing? Because I have no idea what's going on in the world. I honestly, I have no idea what's going on.
We haven't had our happy hour for 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
And so he's like, I'm not worried. I'm out here at Westwood, at Camp Westwood, at the farm, and
building stuff.
Isn't worried about it. So, which I think brings up a point that, like, how much are we giving our energy to? How much of it matters? Because we're hearing a lot of noise. I don't know how much of it's true and not true. And what are we putting our energy into? You're putting your energy into building here and having this place for community and all that. And guess what? You didn't even know Fauci's emails came out. Did you know?
I think I heard about it, but I didn't read any of them.
You didn't know Landon Castle.
I didn't know he got a sponsorship. Yeah.
Litecoin for his it's not a sponsorship. He's being paid.
That's how much I know.
Yeah, so he's being paid. He's being paid by NASCAR in Litecoin.
In Litecoin, wow.
He did have a Doge sticker on the back of the car, so I thought that was kind of funny.
Well, it's on the back end.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But he's a good guy. That's exciting. And then
I don't know any. Yeah, I know nothing about this.
Well, if you watch my show, so on Mondays,
I didn't watch it. That's what I'm saying. I watched nothing.
We talk about crypto news with Mame, and now I can't remember what the big news was Monday.
There was some big news about Taproot.
Taproot,
and Bitcoin.
Taproot, which is basically the privacy.
I'm gonna tap this bottle. Would you like some of this?
No, thank you. I'll pass. I will abstain
From it. It's bourbon. It's Jefferson's Ocean Aged at Sea. I don't know if it's any good, but I bought it. But it's a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys, very small batch, and it should have that sea flavor. Since it's aged at sea. The salt.
You have like a thing where you need variety in your life.
Red Solo cup right there.
Every time we drink, he has to have something new or have a new week. Every time I come here, there's like different bourbon, different drinks. Thankfully, you still know that I'm loyal to Tito's.
I know you're a Tito's loyalist, but we'll see what happens.
Cheers.
Sure you don't want to sip?
No.
You don't want to sip of that little thing?
No, thanks.
That's an actual Red Solo cup. The actual size. No, it's not. Man hands.
Mine's super size.
I'll smell it. Oh, it does smell good. Can you smell it? Does that bother you?
That's good. I can appreciate that.
All right, I'll sip it.
I can appreciate that. Let's see. We got all kinds
of really good
friends and fam in the chat. I know a lot of people have moved over to Rumble with Bitcoin Ben got canceled again.
On his YouTube? Mm-hmm. He did?
Yes.
Speaking of which, Bitcoin Ben is going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good time.
That'll be fun.
I think he's going to be here tomorrow. We'll see.
The plan is, and he didn't have to rent a car to get here, so
he's good
he'll be able to get here.
Well, he can take his house with him everywhere he goes, and he can take the RV. So.
Well, now he has the RV. He has that van. Did you see the van? People are giving him shit about it, telling him it's a Scooby-Doo mobile or something. Yes. So he's got a wrapped van.
Scooby snacks, kids.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one. What's it wrapped? He's got a Corvette. It's like a pretty blue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, is that his or the wife's?
That may be Kelly's.
Yeah, I think Kelly's into that.
Yeah.
That looks like her style.
Yes.
She looked good in that. So she's probably driving
red hair flowing.
I know, right?
Blue.
Red hair flowing, just like Litecoin Lisa's. Like blonde hair flying, first class flying.
I did get a chance to drive the Digibug.
Oh, she did. You Digibike driving.
My
charity organizing Litecoin Lisa.
Flowing out the Digibug.
Yes. No air conditioning in the Digibug, so.
But you don't need it here.
No. That's what I said. Lisa, I said it doesn't have air conditioning. She says, I don't care. So what people don't realize is she's not high maintenance at all. I mean, as beautiful as she is not a high maintenance lady. Gets in a Digibug, that's got 300,000 miles on it, crap all over the floor.
I couldn't figure out how to turn the lights off though when we got there. That I will admit.
Yeah, but
I got back to my Airbnb and I was like, I can't figure out how to turn the lights off. He goes, get in it. Okay, look, see that dial? You just left. Twist it to where it says off. I'm like,
yeah, you're good to go.
But everything's so automated now. You get in cars and most of them,
even the seats now, you get in and it just adjusts to you and everything fits. And this is old school. It does have heated seats, but only on the passenger side. So the dog can stay warm on the passenger side, and I'm always hot, so I don't need it.
Well, when I went to the grocery store, I couldn't figure out how to unlock the door on the passenger side, so I had to carry the groceries in through the.
It's got a little lock there on the.
I couldn't figure that out.
Well, we'll have to have a Digibug lesson coming right up. We'll have to make a video.
It runs well.
How to.
It was great.
It does run well.
I tried to get him to go live from the Digibug, and he said no.
A little cramped.
Yeah.
It's a little hot out there right now. It's about 90 degrees, I think.
Phil says his truck needs a key. This one needs a key.
Well, what happens is, okay, here's how the Digibug runs. It's got the flip key blades, when it flips open and you stick it in there and turn it on the key fob. Well, it's broken. So I leave the blade in it and I have to have the key fob.
Don't tell people this. They'll be able to hijack the Digibug.
I don't care. Bring it. So it's, you have to take the key fob and start it with that because it's this security mechanism. It has to be up there. It's only key fob that will work. And then, when you shut it off, take the key fob, pull the blade out, put the blade back in. Then there's a separate key that I carry with me so that I can lock it.
It's also really good. You cannot drive drunk because you have to be able to function, and
you got to know what's going on.
You got to know what's going on. So it's a safety measure.
It is. Yeah.
Sure. Anybody driving the Digibug home is sober.
Yeah, I took the breathalyzer out because there's enough safety mechanisms built into it that I really don't have to worry about it. Once you learn how to operate it, you're good to go.
It was good.
Good. Yeah. Good.
So J Max on his way. He says,
"Yep, J Max on the way.
Beers ready for him."
Awesome. He says he's okay. He's got his location near Gary, Indiana.
And we have the is it the Litecoin fridge? You bought it with Litecoin, right?
No, I bought it with Theta.
The Theta fridge.
Yeah.
Which is now worth
probably, I don't know.
We need to do a calculation on it.
Something stupid.
We need to know how many Theta you bought.
Okay, I'll tell you right now. I paid 750 Theta for that refrigerator that was used.
Hold on.
Do the math on it. What's Theta today?
Coin Gecko. Let me do that.
Epic. It's like the two pizzas, that Laszlo bought.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me find it. I'll share with everybody. Mm-hmm. We can do a little math.
You can rub it in.
Yeah. It's education.
Yeah, it is educational. At least it has a use case.
But you know what? It's like a Picasso in the attic. If you're not going to use it at some point, if you're not taking profits, you're not going to use it, then what's the point in having it?
Yep. The road to hell is paved with unbought refrigerators using Theta.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was how many Theta?
750.
Oh, wait. I'm not sharing my screen. I apologize. Theta network price. 750.
Yep, times.
Oh shit, that's a really expensive refrigerator. That's almost like a Pelosi refrigerator.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Need to get some ice cream in that. It should make its own ice cream.
That should make its own ice cream. Okay, so 750.
750
times $8 and
79 cents.
8.79. Whoa!
How much?
Show
them. How much?
$592.50
for a used refrigerator. But you know what?
Wow.
Again, that thing has served its purpose. Look at this. It's like,
what did Charlie G
whose birthday it is? Charlie G and Paulie P showed up. Look at this. What do we got back here? Put it back here above our heads.
I don't think they can see. Oh, they're putting it in the fridge.
Okay.
You
got some kind of cake
$6,500.
The $6,600 fridge. Is that some kind of messaging number? 66, or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's a call sign. Somebody needs to shut that door. Not you. That's not your bag, baby. That's theirs.
Yeah.
All right. So you can shut the door. The dog will get out.
And then she'll be eating radishes all over.
Oh my gosh, she will too. There's a. So yeah, it's been a good time. I mean, we've got great people here. That's what this whole thing's been. I want to build something that, we can have, outside of, people go to ball games, people go to, all these different things to have community and, and we've had that shut down. People have told us we can't go to those things, and now they say we can go do those things. And it really, the past year has motivated me to build something to where, okay, fine, I'll have my own bar. Fine, I'll have my own community here. I'll have stuff for people to come here and do, without asking for permission. And that's kind of how my mentality is at this point. And I'm kind of tired of, being told what to do. And so that's my vision. It's to build something for community so that we can do things here and be comfortable and be happy and just be outside of the game, completely outside of the game. Because if you don't give it power, then it doesn't exist. They're cardboard cutouts. That's all they are. They're images. They have no power over you, no power over us. And if you the past 3 weeks, I don't know what's going on in the outside world, the real world. And you know what? Nothing has affected what I'm doing here. And I have people I love that are coming here. It's like I'm living in this bubble because it's a bubble I've created. We can all do that. We don't have to give attention and give energy to those vampires. And so if we can get in that mentality and get in that state of mind where we manifest something better, how we want it to be, then that's what we do. And so that's what I'm trying to do here. And I'm grateful for everybody who's helped and to make it, something that's just a beautiful thing. I mean, that's really what it is. And I'm so happy you're all here. I really am. I mean, I'm grateful that you're here, because that's what I enjoy and what I love. And, the rest of the world, if they want to play the game, let them. It's not the game we're playing here. It's not it. We do have bocce ball out there, Yeah, we should go out there and play some of that. I got a volleyball net that I don't want to put together, too. Well, if I want to play volleyball. Yeah. Oh, El Salvador in the World Bank.
I know this. So my Twitter has been, I'm cracked myself up on Twitter. If you guys aren't following me, follow me if you want a good laugh. This is probably one of my favorite posts. The World Bank in El Salvador. And he's like, it reminds me of when, the kids were little and they go, I cannot hear you.
Yeah, it's like,
I can't hear you, World Bank.
La, 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 la.
I don't care what you're saying. So that was, significant things. And a lot of Divi is working with El Salvador, I guess, or they're posting a lot that they're there and working on things. So somebody did make this. I said, please make this into a GIF or an NFT from Westwood.
Oh, yeah.
The Grill Master. It was perfect. And I want to say thank you to Brisket Meat. Oh, I need to follow him.
Yeah.
Come on. Hello.
Brisket Meat. Okay.
Yeah. And he turned this into a GIF. So now we have
awesome.
A Westwood GIF doing his
chopping it up
stuff on the grill. So that was really cool. And there's me and Charlie G. And then you did a really sweet, grateful. That's one thing. I think focusing on gratitude during this time where things are so uncertain, and a lot of people are feeling that or finding that like, all this stuff is so uncertain. And so what are the great things that are happening or going on, and what can we, do to support each other in that?
Yeah, there's so much information out there. There's so many things that we can focus our energy on. And it's just a matter of sometimes you got to pull the plug on some things that shouldn't be focusing your energy on, right? And that's what you got to do, because there's so much out there. We have to be selective of what's important, what changes the reality to the certain point. Is it?
I apologize. It was a sponsorship.
Yeah.
I thought it was him getting paid for winning.
Yep. Got a landing castle.
Jean-Light Picard.
Jean-Light Picard
taught
nails
us
it.
That. Yes.
He did. He nailed that one. But yeah, I mean, there's so much that we can give our energy to and attention to. We just have to focus on those things that are important and channel it that way, instead of just allowing them to dictate what the messaging is. We are the messengers. We are the people who decide. Let's turn off the idiot box, unplug from the matrix. It's not that hard. Once you do it, everything changes. But it's taking that step. You just have to do it and just be done. Again, for 3 weeks, I haven't watched news. I don't know what's going on. A tornado coming, a storm coming. I don't know. It's just, I don't worry about it. And I don't worry about what all the policymakers are going to do out there, because it's not worth it to me anymore. And I think at a spiritual level, if we stop giving it power and stop giving it energy, it'll go away, because they feed off of us. It's like some demon, it just feeds off the dark energy and the fear. If you don't give it anything, then it's done. It has nothing, because it offers nothing. Absolutely offers nothing as far as creativity. So just done with it.
Wait, this.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Like if we do more of this, like I cannot hear you when the World Bank.
Right. It's just ignore it. Roll the window up.
Roll the window up.
And play your music and just ignore the whole thing. Yeah, that's what to do. So again, we're here live at Westwood.
So I saw, here's the other thing. We're flooded with information or misinformation so much that I was like, I'm hearing this crap about how Biden's making Juneteenth a national holiday. I was like, didn't Trump do that last year? So I went back.
No, he didn't.
So he tried, and I do have a link, and I'll show you guys in a minute. But thankfully, because I have been canceled on YouTube, and so I lost all my history of my videos. thankfully, because of Odyssey, we have that. And I could find the Juneteenth. It was really easy. I went to my
I had a nice
profile.
tan there.
You do have a nice tan there.
It's not a bad
Very
tan.
nice, Westwood. Yeah. So this is us talking about Juneteenth last year and Trump asking Congress to make Juneteenth a national holiday, which they did not. But then Melania read a book about Juneteenth.
Flynn's the bad guy.
I think that's the same thing as them. I thought it was so strange when Trump nominated or appointed
the same time.
the Florida guy, Acosta, right? Is that?
Oh, yeah.
But because of that,
the name should have said it all, right?
This research on him, or digging into background check or whatever, and that is what exposed Epstein.
Yep.
So
Trump has to do that because he has all the answers. He already knows. The guy's intelligent. He may be a time traveler. I don't know. That's speculated too. Or his family's got knowledge, at Project Looking Glass. I don't know. But the fact is, he knows everything. He's known everything for a long time. And I think that it's a matter of theater right now. It really is. When you hear the enjoy the show thing, it's real.
Yeah.
Because this all needs to be rolled out for the people to consume it, to be able to consume it and understand it like it's a movie, and get it in their brains like it's a movie. And so, there's moves and counter moves. There's all these things to expose it. I mean, so yeah, you bring in John Bolton. Yeah, you bring in, McMaster, and you look at these clowns and you look at them and like, these are cartoon deep state characters. You know that on the surface. Your gut tells you that. Why is he bringing them in? You heard the question, why is he bringing in Bolton? Warmonger.
Right.
But
expose
exactly. It exposes not only him, but it exposes all the things connected to him. And so people start looking at, John Bolton, he's got a new book out, and you start looking. It wakes people up, just like the Juneteenth thing. He purposely did that. I know he did, because he would never do that. He always wanted to do it on the solstice because it's dark to light. I firmly believe that. It's Saturday, it's a perfect day. So, hey, let's have it on the 19th. Oh, well, that's Juneteenth, you racist. Why are you doing that? Okay, well, I'll change it. Yeah, you're right. Let's do it on the 20th. All of that is just to elicit awareness.
Yes, so many people were more aware now, know what Juneteenth is.
Right.
Of this. It's the same thing that he did, in my opinion. It's the same thing he did with Bitcoin.
Yep.
When he said he didn't
I agree.
Or he said he wasn't a fan. He never said he didn't like it. He said, I'm not a fan.
Well, I'm not a fan.
Because
he's a fan of America and the dollar, because the dollar is what America's currency is right now. So he's going to defend that on the surface.
But what that caused was other people are more likely to listen to. First of all, everybody that doesn't like him automatically likes Bitcoin a little bit, just because he said.
Absolutely. It's like, he hates Bitcoin. Fuck, I love it. I'm going to go buy it.
And then it caused the people who are.
Buy some Litecoin too. I'm telling you right now, buy some Litecoin too.
Yes, Bitcoin only. But they caused the people who are really educated about Bitcoin to then defend Bitcoin. So he didn't have to.
No.
It's the same thing he's doing with Bolton, with Fauci, with Acosta, with all of these guys. Oh no, you come on out here and be your whole self.
You know what, Trump? Here's what Trump gets no credit for. And I want to say this right. You know what? It doesn't matter. He empowers women. He has strong women around him. And so, remember, oh my God, he's a chauvinist. Oh, he's, just this guy that, does all these things, the Russian prostitutes and the dossier. No. Who does he give positions of power to? Press secretary?
Yes.
Women.
Well, here's the other part that I really respect.
Kellyanne Conway's been there since the beginning. What an intelligent woman.
She's
strong, intelligent woman. She's on point. I love her. She's awesome.
Here is the difference, though. So Biden is saying, I want a woman to run as vice president. So he has a list of women. He doesn't want the best person for the job. He wants them to check these boxes. Are you black? Are you a woman?
Are you from a state that's got a lot of electoral votes?
Are you from a state that's got a lot of electoral votes? Then you're going to be the woman that I want. Instead, Trump is putting people in position, not making it about their gender. Who's the best person for that position?
And women get shit done. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say that. Women get shit done. And he knows that. He absolutely knows that. You look at his prior wife, when they built that empire, she was critical to that. I mean, he knows what women can do. You know, we're men and women are different. I mean, honestly, you know, we don't operate the same way. You know, if you got a bunch of men running things, you got problems. But, you know, that's why you got to have women in there in the key positions doing the things that they do best and men doing the things that they do best. Trump understands that. He's a chessboard master. He knows who put your aces in their places. Because there's one thing you take away from this video. Put your aces in their places. That is the key. And you let them do their thing.
Well, and I think we have different strengths. Men and women have different strengths.
Okay, so I got my drink. But I did want to fast forward really quick because I thought that I had the part where Melania was reading the book.
Instead, you're listening to me ramble.
I am,
Yeah.
which it's good. Here we go. So here she is listening, reading the book, which we won't go through the whole thing, but
it is the story of the first Juneteenth through the eyes of a little girl. God bless each of you, and God bless the United States of America.
okay. Whoops, sorry, party foul.
Drink.
So my point of that was, I was like, I know that Trump tried to make Juneteenth a national holiday. And let's see. Where is it? Here we go. 2020 Reuters, legitimate publication. Trump pledges to make Juneteenth a federal holiday in bid for black voters. So then it goes on to talk about.
And that was on September 25th, 2020.
Yes. So Hayden's getting this credit now today for this kind of crap. But the person that brought attention to Juneteenth and actually tried to make it a national holiday. So the process is that that only Congress has the power to create a federal holiday. But Trump could help introduce a measure for lawmakers to pass. So he introduced a measure for the lawmakers to pass, making Juneteenth a holiday, but they refused to pass it because they did not want Trump getting credit for making Juneteenth a national holiday. Just want to make sure that's all correct. But even that, like, we're given so much misinformation, disinformation, that I was doubting myself. And thankfully, we have that video from Odyssey that shows that history just a year ago. Look how much has
I know, but that's
changed.
how much we forget, and they know that. You know, these people that rule things know that, and that's why with the media, when you have control of the media, they can convince you that today, you know, it's like 1984. You know, the book by George Orwell. It's like, we've always been at war with East Asia, you know, or Oceania, you know, and then the next week it's we've always been at war, you know, with Oceania, you know, not East Asia, and it's just because people have a short attention span. And they know what those time frames are, what it is. And, you know, look, that was a year ago. And you second guessed yourself.
I did.
You're like, I
did.
know I heard it, but I don't
argued
know.
with
Maybe I
Public
didn't
about
hear it.
Yeah, so I was arguing with Public about it. I'm like, I swear, why in the world are they doing this? Didn't Trump do that last year? And then Public sent me the article.
You know who Joe Biden is? They used to call him Joe, and then this dates me, Xerox, you know, Xerox, Xerox, you know, the copy machine manufacturer.
I hadn't heard that.
They used to call him Joe Xerox Biden because he'd copy everybody's speeches. Go back in the 80s and look at this guy. I mean, all he did is just verbatim. He got in trouble for it too, but we forget. Nobody brings it up anymore because the media is owned.
Nobody holds him accountable.
No, nobody is not accountable, but he used to plagiarize speeches all the time. Joe Xerox Biden, you know, it's like, oh, carbon copy of somebody else's speech. And this is what we're dealing with. And that goes right to the core of the media will tell you whatever they want today, and they'll ignore what happened yesterday. And that's just how it is. So you've got to do your own research. And if you don't do your own research, and it's not easy to do because we're just trying to keep our heads above water and survive in this corrupt system, but you have to do that in order to realize these people are nothing but liars. Don't listen to anything they say. Well, disconnect from it and create a new reality. That's what we have to do because it's a big joke. I mean, it's a big theater.
Need the strength of the blockchain too, because like we're seeing, they on my show with Amy on Tuesday, she tried to send me. She found an article over the weekend, tried to send me some information. By Tuesday, page not found. They are erasing history as if it doesn't run with their narrative.
It's down the memory hole. It's 1984. Yeah. That's what they do. They erase words. Mm-hmm. You know, they eliminate things. You know and then pretty soon you're like, didn't that used to exist? And I thought I remember that, but there's no record of it because they destroyed it all. They burned the books. They destroy them all. There's a whole wing, where you just burn books. Just throw them down the hole.
What was that thing? Jean-Claude talked about it the other day. Butterfly effect.
Mm-hmm.
Where
the butterfly flaps its wings and affects,
people. Yeah. So people there were images where he pulled up. Oh, this isn't it. It was like
the Mandela effect.
Is it Mandela
effect? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Then that comes from Mandela, Nelson Mandela, who was the South Africa, freedom fight and all that stuff. People thought he died, decades ago, and then he gets released from prison, and people are like, well, didn't he die? You see that with actors, like, well, I thought he died, last 10 years ago, and then he's still alive, and you have this memory that it happened, and then you realize, wait, it didn't happen, and so it's almost like, did something like get time warped or something happen to where we've been taken on a different timeline, and that's the Mandela effect, where it's like, I remember that person dying, or I remember that person something happening, and then now it doesn't exist anymore. There's no record of it because it got erased and
everything from Coca-Cola logos to Berenstain Bears.
Right? Is it Berenstain or Berenstein?
Yeah.
And people have different memory, residual memory.
This
of that
is
stuff.
The one that got me, the Jif and Jiffy.
Yeah.
Because I remember it being Jiffy peanut butter, but now
you're thinking Jiffy Pop.
You think?
I don't know. I'm just messing with you.
I don't know.
No, it's Jif peanut butter.
We were talking about stale popcorn yesterday.
Well, see, there you go.
And when you look at that video of us a year ago, and like it all seems so obvious, but here we are a year later, and it's still like not exposed. And I don't care. I stick by my word. I will eat stale popcorn on the day that we're supposed to eat popcorn. I'm okay.
We got plenty of popcorn back here. Fresh popcorn. We'll cook that up right away if something happens. We'll go live. Yeah, Oscar, is it Oscar Mayer or Oscar Meyer?
So there was a song when I was a kid.
My baloney has a first name. It's O-S-C-A-R.
My baloney has a second name. It's M-A-Y-E-R.
M-A-Y-E-R.
Oh, it is M-A-Y-E-R.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's M-E-Y-E-R?
I'm not sure. That's just an image that can be. I actually on my phone, I may have. Man.
Berenstain. I don't think we're going to solve this.
No, we're not.
Dilemma,
I was going to say, I may have an image of me standing in front of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, I think it's interesting how media, information, disinformation, can so quickly, and to myself, I was doubting myself a year later. Did Trump try to make Juneteenth
it's all wet.
A national holiday?
Well, he did. He at least called attention to it. And that's the point in the whole thing. He's the one that brought the awareness to it. And now it's like, oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, we'll just jump on that bandwagon. All the things, I hear Biden talk about a lot of things, and it's like, well, that's the same thing Trump did, and he's just taking credit for it.
Yeah, he was posting, what was it, 300 million.
And I don't like politicians.
These in so many days. I don't know.
I don't know what it is. But you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. Got my bourbon.
Oh, Lord, another one.
No, I didn't. It's the same one.
I thought you
No,
did.
I'm sipping on it. I'm pacing myself because we got other people coming. I got to make sure that, I'm in decent shape here.
That's right. Still have to cook dinner.
I'm not
big
cooking it.
Lunch for everybody. Now you're going to make dinner for everybody.
What do you mean I'm going to make dinner? Somebody needs to make, to run that. Okay. We're good. We got dinner covered.
I don't even know what's going to happen.
Last week, I couldn't do happy hour because I was at the state track meet, and my daughter, who's a pole vaulter, in 8th grade, she won state. And then last year, there was no state, her freshman year. So she didn't have an opportunity because of, the scam pandemic. And so we could not do that. And this year, she, going into state, like 3 weeks out, she sprained her ankle really bad. We thought it broke and went in, got x-rays, and it was a really bad strain. So she came back and did conference, and, and she jumped in one jump and one conference, went to sectionals, had a horrible day, barely qualified for state. And I'm like, that's cool. At least she qualified, because given the ankle and everything. And then she got to state last week. She, on her last attempt, she had the opportunity to get 3rd place outright as a sophomore and couldn't quite make the jump. So she tied for 3rd, and then the tiebreakers, with all the misses and that. So she ended up getting 5th place. So, I mean, I'm so proud of her.
I was going to say,
I just want to say, I mean,
way to go,
as a sophomore,
Very proud of
5th
you.
place. I mean, we thought her season was done. Amazing. So I'm so proud of her, and I just wanted to say that, and it just makes me happy. Those are the things
great kid.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Congratulations, Kaylani. We're very proud of you.
Yes.
And thank you for taking your baby sister to go swimming.
Yes,
today.
thank you. Even though you're going to be at the pool because she's a lifeguard, she's going to be at the pool the next 2 days, all day. And no, that's awesome.
A good big sister.
Yep,
for
she
sure.
is. Nope. Love the girls. Good girls.
Mm-hmm. They're all out here. And you've got your little 4-legged girl out here somewhere.
She's down here on the floor, staying cool on the concrete.
Right next to you.
Yep, right here.
Okay.
Yep. Little sweetheart. Looks like yours a little bit.
Exactly like mine. We have matching dogs. We have twin
dogs.
Twin
dogs.
Maltese we both
dogs.
have 2 4-pound Maltese that are the same age. So.
Yep, absolutely.
What else is going on?
I don't know. I told you I'm not.
We need to make sure we're shouting out everybody
Look at the chat. Let's find out. There's probably
Jim
questions.
Montgomery,
Do we have any questions?
Daddy-O, Tom's here. Phil C is here. Crypto Media is here. Hankowitz is here. And Daddy-O. So Ben, because he got kicked off, and then now he's on Rumble. And so everybody's got new names. So that's really confusing too. So if you have your alternate name, you might also put that in the chat.
Drop your Twitter handle, because that's like the only thing I do is like follow people
consistent.
on Twitter. I'm not on anything else really. YouTube.
Phil C, Carl's Creek. We haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he pops
Jim
in there.
Montgomery. Let's see. Oh, Light Quinn Lisa is there.
Don't shout me out there. Okay, I got you.
Feng Shui Susan. Crypto Chris Card. I haven't seen Chris Card in a while.
No, that's cool.
Magic Torch was in early. I know.
The Torch, he was like the first one, I think.
Him. Yeah. Jay. So here's the other thing that I'm seeing is there's all these old stories that are coming back, like all this noise about Chrissy Teigen. There's
it is. It's kind of going full circle. And look what happened to her. Look what's happened to Chrissy Teigen. I mean, she's lost all her sponsorships because all of the old news that a lot of people knew about already is coming out. All her text messages, all her bullying, all the things that she's done to other people is now coming out. And she's losing a lot because of it. So interesting, huh?
Yeah. I think there's more and
just
more
the beginning. Maybe a few dominoes are starting to fall, huh?
Yeah, that would be great. I'm ready for all the dominoes to fall. I think that it's really interesting, all the Lady Di stuff that's coming out. And then also that,
what's new about that?
So they're talking about her death and the mystery around all that. And then they're also talking about...
Wasn't she alive and then they let her die right there in that tunnel?
Supposedly.
Or they
evac her? Or maybe she's now...
Never know.
Married to JFK Jr. because her face looks exactly like Carolyn.
I don't know.
Carolyn's face. But I don't know. Maybe she got a new face. I don't know.
I'll tell you, the one girl at the lady at the rallies, though, that looks just like Carolyn. Isn't that her name, Carolyn?
She also looks like Lady Di.
It's just like a spit and image, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna bring it up?
Yeah, because this is a whole thing. I just saw this the other day. And it's Carolyn with a Y, right? The wife, and then the sister is the I-N-E.
Not sure about that one.
I don't know. Damages for Lady Di and Caroline. Okay. Hold on and look at these girls with their sharp nose. That's like a pretty significant profile that, I don't know. Thoughts?
I mean, it is. Okay, when I look at that, you know, the picture next to JFK Jr., and then you look at the rally that happened in Florida, holding up the sign with the hat, and you can see her ears out of it. I mean, it looks just like her.
Pretend she doesn't have 80s hair.
Well, I don't know about
I
don't know about the whole Lady Di thing. I know about Carolyn Bessette. I mean, when she looks just like the person who was at the Florida rally, you know, with Vincent Fusca.
Yeah.
She looks just like it. I don't know about the whole Vincent Fusca thing. That could be, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I don't
throwing
know
it off.
either.
But that is the same person.
It's very interesting.
I mean, looks exactly like her. And remember how happy she was. I mean, just, you know, for Trump. And I don't know. It's pretty odd to me.
Maybe they're cousins or something.
I don't know. Something's up.
I don't know.
Something's definitely up. You know, and Trump, you know, and the whole JFK thing, they were good buddies. And I don't know. Makes you wonder what's really happening. Guess we'll see what happens, huh?
I guess so.
What else we got in the chat?
I'm just going through making sure that we acknowledge everybody. Jim
Right.
Montgomery, Trina Man, Phil C, all of our
Father's Day is Sunday. Tomorrow is Juneteenth.
Yeah.
And then Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to Papa T. I love you, and I'm grateful for you stepping in and being a father too.
Nice.
My goodness, he took on a lady with 4 kids, a single mom with four little kids. When my brothers, his biological kids, were mostly grown, and he stepped in and signed up for years and years of exciting. And he taught me to drive. We had lots of exciting adventures.
Was it a stick shift truck?
Oh no, well, so I would drive the tractor.
Oh.
And then he would get mad because he'd be coming home from the feed store, and he's like, I'm out on the tractor in my bikini, and I'm bouncing off the seat because I'm going so fast through, because I'm wanting to like race through. Where
was this at?
This is in Worcester, Oklahoma.
Okay, I'll make sure when I get my, you know, my DeLorean, that I can go back in time.
Yes, go back in time. Yeah. And and I would get to mow or brush hog the big fields, and so he was like, you'd be going so fast with that tractor. And then he taught me to drive it with a stick shift in a Mazda 626. And it was diesel, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gotta love the diesels.
Yeah. And we lived up at the top of Goat Ridge, which was like this hill.
Goat Ridge.
And you could ramp the
love it
different, depending on how fast you're going, coming home, trying to beat the clock. So, yeah, Papa's a good man. He signed up for a lot of stuff.
Yeah. You know, you do what you got to do. You do your thing. I guess Ron Visnosky says you need Clint for a bodyguard. Well, I'll tell you, when I go to meetups and Lisa's there, that's kind of my default role, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm always safe. My husband's always like, oh, as long as Mitch and and Westwood are there, then I don't worry about you.
Yep, you're good. You're in good shape. So, yep, that's kind of my de facto bodyguard. You know, that's what I do on the side. Just don't travel that much anymore. Had a good time in Arizona, though.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was really great. Amy and Bix provided just an amazing event, amazing time together. And we had stayed at a beautiful house. We all got to spend time together. And I think that's probably one of my favorite parts of the meetups is the time outside the actual meetup. So I'm plotting and planning. Maybe my birthday's in October, so I thought maybe we could do something, try to do some kind of meetup either in Dallas or Oklahoma City area, and try to have the crew come together. So
while we were in Arizona, there was an auction.
Oh, big spender over here.
I'm not bragging about it. This isn't the one I bought, though. I should bring that out. It's in the house. So there was a comic book, you know, Bix Weir. If you haven't followed him, roadtoruta.com. He talks a lot about, for a long time now, how the system's rigged and how silver's been rigged. And there's a comic book that was put out by the Federal Reserve of Boston, the Bank of Boston. And this was 1981. But there was a reprint of it that was on auction in Arizona that I ended up buying. You know, I won the auction. It went to Lisa's charity, Mighty Mia. And Bix, I mean, after the fact, sends me the original that goes with it.
Oh, wait, let me
Okay.
make you big.
All right, get that.
Hold on. Okay, there you go.
So he sent me a care package. He sent me the original one, Wishes and Rainbows. You know, that's Ruta, you know, the road to Ruta, his theory that.
And he signed it.
And he's got there's a hat back here that he signed, and he signed a t-shirt. I mean, and sent this stuff all out. And, you know, it's cool. And I'm not sure if my youngest daughter gets this one or my oldest daughter, because either one could wear it at this point. But I think, as I told Lisa, I think I'll just hang it on the wall out here in the bar. Neither one of them get to wear it. But it's really awesome. I mean, you know, Amy and Bix, they're great people. And, you know, the next meetup that I have here, Bix is coming. I am calling him out.
Eventually, we're forcing him. We
said
need to go the way
coming.
of Amy.
That's it. Yeah,
we need to.
You know, the women run things.
Yes.
And, you know, and that's kind of how it works. You know, it goes into that other video that you showed. You know, the ladies definitely have control of the situation. So, you know, Amy's the key. But we love them both.
Very generous.
Yeah, very generous souls.
They ended up raising over $15,000 for Team Mighty at
awesome.
that event, and really, really humbled to have that support and getting it going. We've been supporting Leukemia Lymphoma Society the past few years. Our goal with Team Mighty is to reach those things that affected Mighty Mia's life. So foster care, adoption, organ donation. She received a heart transplant at 3 months old, and that's what allowed us to have those 7.5 years with her before we lost her from cancer. And so super excited. I actually have a meeting when we get back after Westwood next week. Leukemia Lymphoma Society has asked me to be their representative for cryptocurrency exception. We have been begging them for 3 years to accept cryptocurrency, and they have finally said yes. And so we're going to start a campaign, and I meet with the team to kind of get that planned and kicked off. Next week, it'll roll out sometime in July. So you can support Leukemia Lymphoma Society by giving crypto. And I'm trying to get our node built up with Divi for Team Mighty. And my goal is to be giving away nodes to those different efforts and get them into cryptocurrency, teach them how to stake, teach them how it's almost like an endowment or a fund that they can benefit from for a long time to sustain the work that they're doing. So
yeah, that's it. You know, why take Federal Reserve notes that they just print, you know, they're going out of style? Why not get cryptocurrency that generates more cryptocurrency when you know what the asset is and it has a use case? I mean, those are the things that, you know, we got to start thinking a different way. And I love that. I love that idea to where, you know, it's like an endowment. It just keeps generating, you know, on its own. You know, it's in the new system. Yeah. I mean, it's awesome. It's a great idea.
One more thing I want to mention before we go. I know happy hour's almost up, but I was asked to be a part of Patriot Party Rocks. You guys can go to thepatriotparty.rocks, and they have different events. You can click on events and go down to this Mount Rushmore event. For whatever reason, I'm so blessed to be asked to be a part of this, and it gives me a platform to talk about Operation Sunlight. Go to operationsunlight.com, and it gives you tangible things that you can be a part of. Where we had our voice stolen for the count, they give you things that you can do to have your voice heard. We're also promoting the Bet on Main Street, where as we all become crypto rich, and we want to vote with our power and our money and check out of the system. We're tired of giving to these big box stores. We're tired of giving to the middleman, and we're going to give to Main Street. So we're going to bet on Main Street. Sorry, not Main Street bets. Bet on Main Street. Excuse
Bless
me.
you.
Thank you. So this is the event in South Dakota at Mount Rushmore for 4th of July. Felisa is the lady that's coordinating this with patriotparty.rocks. You're going to have the Thrive Time show, Clay Clark. Great guys are out of Tulsa, my home state of Oklahoma. We've got Human Events is promoting and bringing Brent. David Nino Rodriguez is supposed to be speaking there. Bianca Garcia, who's with Latinos for Trump. Ann Vandersteel, a lot of you guys know she's a truther and really fighting for the Patriot Party. Also, Boots on the Ground, Bikers for Trump, John Fisher, Jeff Mock, Sheriff Mack, sorry. Let's see. There's going to have the Trump car. Oh, and there's...
that the one from Wyoming? Is that her?
Caitlin Long? Is that Caitlin?
Is that her? I can't really tell.
I think Caitlin has more reddish hair.
No, it's one of her. It's one of those.
Oh, okay. Lee Dundas. I'm not sure who that is. But Scott McKay from the Arise Freedom Tour, they're joining as well. CeCe Davis.
And Dr. Fauci.
I don't think Dr. Fauci.
No,
I think
so.
Dr. Stella Emanuel will be there. I don't think old Dr. Fauci will be there. But
triple masking.
Mel K, Mark Burns, lots of great people.
It's going to be a wonderful event.
Yes.
Make sure you're there. If you can, show up. Be wonderful.
And if you're going to go, please private message me either on Twitter or send me an email, likequeenlisa2@gmail.com, because I want to connect with anybody that's going to the event and have like some private time where we can talk with fam and really tell them thank you for showing up and being a part of that. So super exciting.
That's awesome. Hey, we started a little bit late, so we've got a few more minutes.
We can run a little
we can go a little bit longer.
Okay.
How's your drink? Still good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Doesn't need refreshing. How was Miami? Because you went to Shitcoin.
I did go to Shitcoin, and I brought a Shitcoin bracelet to bring to Westwood Bar because we're kind of making it like a
shrine.
A shrine.
Yeah,
a crypto museum.
A museum.
So if you guys have crypto stuff that you want donated to the crypto museum, you can, let's see, I know I did this. Yep. You can mail that to me, Litecoin Lisa at P.O. Box 30501, Edmond, Oklahoma, 73025, and I will get that to Westwood's Bar to be part of the crypto museum.
Because she's almost part of the family now. You know, she's here all the time.
Almost.
Every weekend.
Yeah, I thought I was.
Almost.
Oh, almost.
I know. I saw somebody in the chat said we look like brother and sister.
Yeah.
Kinda
well,
funny.
that's fine. We're spiritual brothers.
I think so.
Sisters.
I think so. Yeah.
But I think that's one of the coolest things about crypto is that we found our fam.
We found our family.
tribe.
We have.
Yeah.
We really have. I mean,
it's interesting to watch like different energies get attracted to different projects or events, things like that. And so a lot of the people that are here are very authentic and loving and
very genuine,
generous
very
and genuine.
Being,
yeah.
You know, I mean, humans. I mean, just genuine people. And
Public, we miss
blessed.
you.
Yes.
We wish you were here.
That's it. You know, you need to get yourself a surfboard and ride that wave, baby. Get out here. Where are you at? TPA.
He's in New Jersey. He can't make it.
Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Nana's on.
All right, is Nana in there?
Nana, we miss you. I did a whole shout out to Papa T for Father's Day.
Sure
so
did.
Please let him watch that. Talked about him trying to teach me how to drive. He's a brave man. Brave man.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm good. Good times. Good times. No regrets. I mean, love everything we're doing, and I'm so happy. Just so happy that we're here, you know, doing what we're doing. So that's why it's called Happy Hour.
And Pops came by.
And Pop stopped by, brought donuts.
I was like,
of
really?
all things.
Yeah.
Donuts. Just what we need. Just what we need.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to wrap it up. We need to figure out what we're going to do. I'm happy to cook dinner since you cooked lunch.
Doesn't matter. I'm on a liquid diet.
Oh, Lord.
I'm good.
Well, I have to be able to work the Digibug. So
okay,
I have to be able to get back to the Airbnb.
We'll
so I have to, definitely eat something and take some time. So
all right.
We'll have a great night. We want to tell everybody we love you. To all the dads out there, happy Father's Day. And remember, love one another. We're going to get through this. And don't forget what happened just a year ago. Like we're in the fog of war, right?
Yes, we are.
And stay focused on those positive things.
That's it. Focus on those things, you know, change things, manifest your reality, those things that you believe in your heart. Don't listen to anybody else. if they doubt you, I mean, that's what crypto is all about. You have people that say, oh, you're an idiot. Why are you getting into this? But that it applies to life and all the decisions that you make in life. Don't let someone tell you that you are wrong. Believe in what you feel in your heart. And if you do that, everything's going to be fine. Believe in yourself. Don't trust someone else to tell you what to do, because you know what? They're just going to criticize and they don't know. Inside, deep down, if you listen to yourself, because you're connected to the universe, you're connected to God. Listen to yourself, trust yourself, do what you believe and what you feel, everything will be okay.
Absolutely. All right. See you guys next time on The New Normal. Take care.